Hi everyone, so welcome to phase 2, part 3. Okay, so at this point, I just want to say that all the pieces that I've been indicating, you're going to be doing in conjunction for a while. It's not like you drop something, okay, I heated my body, now I'm going to stop going to do that. Now I'm going to go and quit sugar, sort of reduce it, then I'll get off that wagon. No, all of these pieces you're going to be doing in conjunction. But you're incorporating those pieces slowly, so there's not a big shock to your body. Some of you may just immediately go into reduction of sugar and gluten-free and, get the workout in, the weightlifting in, and of course cardio that you should be doing anyways. But all those pieces you're going to be doing not like every day. Like, again, when it comes to food intake, yes. But when it comes to workouts and things like that, don't overstress yourself either. Right now the goal is to get your menstruation. So these are the pieces. Of course, you have to consistently nourish your body. Take your inositol, take your vitamins, take your, let's say, drink your spearmint tea. All those things you're going to be doing regularly. So now for this, part 3 is something that may seem odd to some people because it may seem new age-ish or unusual or just kind of out there philosophy. But which I'm again being very authentic and honest with you in terms of what I've done and what's worked for me. So while all this was happening, I joined yoga, as I did a separate video on this. But yoga aside, the most important part to yoga was the mindfulness and the breathing. Breathing, we don't breathe enough oxygen. We don't inhale and exhale enough for our lungs. And our lungs are the biggest holder of toxins anyway, so you have to release it. So breathing, we barely breathe. So with the breath is the thinking. So it's the really letting go of stresses that suddenly were a big deal, no longer are. And PCOS is highly linked to emotional and psychological stresses. Stress is always stress in all the reports. That stress is causing those triggers within, our system. So breathing in and out is one part of it. So you're breathing in and breathing out. Just release. And doing this kind of, constant flow whenever you're stressed, or, once a day maybe even, or twice a day, whatever works for you, just to put you back in the zone of, okay, snap me out of this stress situation or have me focused, whatever works. But the breathing piece, very important, not just to relax you, but also mentally stimulate a way of thinking that, okay, I need to calm down and I need to be okay. And you breathe in, I'm going to be fine, breathe out, all is well, whatever you want. And of course, you can harness spirituality into this if you're, following a particular spiritual faith, etc., etc. All of this you can incorporate and make it your own little concoction and your own little, lemonade per se. So that is one side. The other piece to this is when you're breathing in and out, channel your feminine energy, which is usually blocked. So with PCOS suffering, there's this big block when it comes to just really embracing, yourself as a woman, and it sounds cheesy and odd, but I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about, is you could probably close that energy. Some of you may be married or in a relationship or trying for a baby, all those things, but you may still have blocks that you don't even recognize that you do. So you need to kind of start comforting and nourishing that part of yourself and being okay with it. Because messages in our societies generally tell us that we are not okay. We're just, or there's a lot of stresses that impede that energy for feminine, expression. So I actually, something that I, came across, or I have thought in my mind has been, every time I've traveled overseas and I've always, gotten my period, and I always thought, it's heat related and so forth. There's another thing at the back of my mind always, and it was that other parts of the world that I've traveled to allow women to be women. So there's this kind of celebration of being a woman, while here, like in the West, and the way we're born and raised, for the people who were raised in the West, it's very much succumbed and very dismissed within society. And I can't fully explain what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, you can go wear a dress or something, but the femininity itself, women bonding in a different type of way, different type of communal understanding, is very different here compared to other parts of the world. And that sisterly kind of bond that happens, and this whole connection with other women, while every society has its beauty, there's something I think is a little bit awry when it comes to how we're functioning. So I was, suggest again, social bonding with other women, with other amazing women around you in wherever you are, and creating that kind of circle. The other piece is the in terms of, again, giving energy to this area. You can do Reiki to get rid of blocked energies. You can do acupuncture to assist with some flow to the areas. Perhaps it's not even the ovary section that is even in pain. Maybe it's your back that's hurting. Perhaps it's your neck that's hurting. Maybe you're getting constant headaches. Something is blocked. So you need to cleanse that, and only you will know what your body is going through, and only you can diagnose what your body is going through. And all through along that, you keep breathing in and you keep breathing out. So, okay, so now this is, that piece is there. I also wanted to add in something else. So belly dancing, which, I'm not really familiar with, but I kind of did some, looked into it, looking into expressions and looking into, what kind of workout can, or some sort of movement can assist with some sort of stimulation generally. So while it's, I don't know, nothing's really proven in regards to belly dancing, for example, but what's interesting is that the exercise or the movement that's happening is so controlled. It's different from an ab workout. You're lying down, you're doing your ab workout. That one is actually more sensual, and you're using your hips, you're using your legs, and most importantly, you're using all parts of your body, and you're controlling this area. So not only is this area getting getting extra blood flow, it's also building extra muscle, and most importantly, it's your sensuality. So this is something we shy away from. I'm supposed to, we want to come off a certain way. Sorry, something is in my eye. So all of this combined, the message here is breathe, get rid of blocked energy, reinforce positive impressions of yourself and self-thought. Really get to know your body. Because if I really ask somebody, do you know your body? Do you understand it? They will say, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I know it quite well, but not really. Get really in tune with it. Start sending love to your ovaries. Start sending love to your heart. Start sending love to your liver. Start sending love to yourself from those pieces. Sounds cheesy as can be. Trust me, when I first came across this kind of stuff, and I'm, a cynic when it comes to things like this in some cases, but I tried it, and it has assisted me a lot in calming me down, in really feeling like I have control in my body. It's like working out. When you work out and you're just like, oh, I feel powerful. This also allows you to kind of channel and recognize instinctively what is happening with your body. So get in tune with your body. I hope this made sense. Every time I do a video, I'm wondering if this is making sense to anyone. I covered a lot in this one, and there's so much in terms of what can be said when it comes to energies, when it comes to loving yourself, social bonding with other women, community, how this all psychologically manipulates us and also affects us not having menstruation. So, and also the crazy society we live in, all the toxins we're around, which I'll discuss in the third phase, what you have to do to get kind of, assist yourself in getting rid of that. But right now, again, menstruation regularity, what you should be doing, all of this combined, now you're going to be taking in also, and of course, you can do this in any which way you want. Perhaps you want to start with breathing first and jump to going sugar-free, whatever works. I'm authentically sharing exactly what I went through in my steps. So it's, you can pick and choose and rearrange as you wish. This is not a proven scientific formula. I'm just sharing what happened with me and how I've suddenly attained regular menstruation every month, and that too with the moon. So either I get my menstruation with the new moon or the full moon. So for past 7 months, I'm on the new moon cycle, and that has its own meaning. But I'm on either full or new, so it's not even in between, which is really incredible. So hope, okay, again, so breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. All is going to be great. You're going to get your period. Again, positive affirmations. You're going to get your period. You're going to get your menstruation. And most importantly, just, love yourself, and just for being who you are and how you've been created as a woman. So that's phenomenal. Any questions or comments, please let me know. And I'll continue with phase 3 in a few days. All right. Take care, and hope you're doing amazing.